In the previous video, we spoke about some of the mistakes that organizations have been making, including now in 2025, even in mature countries where you have privacy regulations with respect to collecting data itself. In this video, we are going to see some of the mistakes that happen in terms of user trust management. Are the users really satisfied? Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on privacy, and I said let's talk about user trust in this video. Why does it matter? It does. It's about user. It's about his privacy. It's about his confidence in my organization. So his trust matters. We have already done a good data collection in the previous video. A good beginning. We checked and talked about the data management practices that can help us manage it well. And now the real test is the user actually happy? Are we winning his trust? Let's see. First mistake that generally happens is the employee readiness itself. Employees do know about privacy basics, but they need to be well polished, trained, depending on your own processes. Not only from the fact, the way that they have to handle the process, but also from the fact that they should be ready to handle any user calls, any data principal calls. Someone calls up and says, I have this problem. And my employee, my caller who receives it, does not understand, is not prepared to answer. The customer or the data principal on the other side will lose his confidence on me. Vague and confusing privacy notices. Privacy notice is most important document. This is the way you tell users how am I handling your personal data. You cannot make it with a complicated language, making it difficult for him to understand, confusing him. Keep it simple so that he can understand it well and align it with the real practices that you follow. Poor incident response plan. Again, the same thing. Are my employees well trained? Are they able to answer? Now, in the previous example, we simply talked about just answering a call. But now, if there is a suspicion, there is an incident, how does he handle it? Does he even know whom to go to if he observes an incident? Where to escalate? What's my incident management plan? Now, if I don't have a good incident management plan, if my employee does not understand whom to escalate to when he faces with an incident, there would be a delay in processing, which can lead to a breach, which the impact which could have been controlled in the initial situation. With these delays, the impact is not controlled or takes longer to control the impact. That means there are bigger damages. Lack of transparency. Breach management is another critical aspect of maintaining data privacy. It has to be a transparent process. Hiding a breach, you are sure that you want to lose customers or principals' trust. You cannot hide it away because the moment he would realize or find it suspicious, he would believe A, they make mistakes, B, they themselves either don't know about the mistake or they are hiding something. In both the cases, they are not a good organization to work with. Proactiveness reduces breaches. I am better ready proactively. I have a plan. I have a system. My team observes or receives a call of an incident, they escalate and we work on it. We look at the breach and we start following the protocols to handle the breach. So, proactiveness is very important, and transparency helps rebuild the confidence of the user. The fifth mistake that I believe is a very basic thing. We are ignoring the basic user rights and his grievances. So when you talk of incidents and breaches, the important factor is grievance redressal mechanism. If you have a proper grievance redressal mechanism, then your team knows how to handle incidents. They know where to go to report to. You know how to handle the breach. And the impact of the breach to the principal could be controlled. For example, if you are faster to tell them that you have lost their card information, there could be many who would get their cards blocked immediately, avoiding the potential of a financial risk that they could have faced if they didn't know about the possibility of misuse of the cards. So, user rights, basics of privacy, you need to provide them smooth access and smooth correction mechanisms if they think their personal information might have changed. Someone changes his residence, he has to come back to you and get his information changed. Build a robust grievance mechanism system or grievance redressal system with privacy policies telling the internal system and privacy notices telling the external world. Having grievance mechanism in privacy notice is the most important practice while creating a privacy notice. Please do not ignore the grievances that you get from your customers. You should be prompt, and if you are prompt and giving timely response to grievances, the user's trust on your organization is very well maintained. So, handling their queries well, ensuring their rights, handling the breach well, informing them on time, resolving the breach incident at that point in time, and ensuring the impact is minimized are a few of the most important practices that you should do to ensure that the user's trust is maintained with you. Right? And at the end of the grievance resolution, there should be a feedback mechanism, ensuring that you know whether the user is actually satisfied or not. Right? Trust is fragile, it can break very easily. Managing incidents well and respecting user rights is the most important factor in any services business, and here we are handling is personal data. So be careful. I hope you like the content of the video. Please press the bell and the like icon, subscribe to my channel, and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.